I think of it as kind of a Grateful Dead model, which is meaning by that the Grateful Dead never had a top 10 record, but they were extremely successful because people went to their shows and, for a variety of reasons I won't elaborate here, enjoyed them. And a sense of community was built around the performances and the tours and the band and the other people that came. And as a result of that, they kept coming back and kept coming back year after year. I would read Rolling Stone, and they would be the top touring band or the number two touring band in the country behind top 10 acts like Aerosmith or whatever. So, am I off? Am I just dating myself as an old hippie with the Grateful Dead model, or is there
Well,
some?
now they study that at the Wharton School of Business and in business schools all across the country, because the Grateful Dead model was somewhat of a precursor to ideas about things on the internet and having the long tail, and it is a building a community and an audience that cares about something, and I think importantly feels like they're part of that something, that they're part of something bigger than themselves, and can take part in it. It's why, when you took over Take Action News, we had lots of discussions about how our visions were exactly aligned, that it's not just about, output. It's not actually just broadcast. It's a two-way street, and it's communication between you and the audience that you're trying to build and that we're trying to build, which is exactly the same thing that I do every day at Social Security Works when we're building our community of folks to fight for policy changes and against cuts to Social Security, and in fact to expand Social Security. And this is another thing. The reason we sponsor the 0 Hour, the reason Social Security Works sponsors the 0 Hour, is because our community model is perfectly aligned with your community model. This is something that the people who want to take action to protect and expand Social Security, they're hungry for real information, for the real story of what's going on. But they also want to be part of that. So it's connecting the storytelling with the action, and fostering that sense of community that really is a model for not only change, and we've seen that with great wins like beating back the chain CPI, the benefit cut known as the chain CPI, but also as a business model. You brought up the Grateful Dead, but if you actually look at most touring live bands right now, that's the only model that they can make money on because of the fact that the music industry and the labels are changing so quickly, that there's really a very tiny platform upon which the big acts can stand. And everyone else is making their money by traveling and touring around and playing at festivals and building up an audience that follows them around either literally or virtually. So it's definitely a model that works, and not only to build an audience to listen to the show, but to stay engaged. The best ideas that we get from at Social Security Works are from our people, right? They email us and call us and send us letters and say, "Have you thought about this?" So it's really the way forward.
And that's exactly what we hope to do in the next phase of our development of this program too.